Again, it was a difficult decision, but it is the right decision. A decision I hope will play a part in helping the party to rebuild after the ballot, helping the party to heal, mending some of the turmoil over the past week. It also provides the Prime Minister, of course, with an opportunity to achieve party renewal by promoting talented individuals for the future. Today I've also informed the Prime Minister that I'll be resigning as a Senator for the great state of New South Wales. The decision is also a personal one. While serving the Australian people as a Senator and a Minister is the highest honour in politics, the personal toll on family is great. You know, sometimes I think that most Australians think a politician spends half their life in Canberra and then following that they go on holidays for the remainder of their time. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's a 7-day-a-week job, and the time away from your kids, the time away from your spouse is incredibly hard. Almost every politician I've spoken to on all sides of politics accept the sacrifice because the job provides them with the opportunity to give something back to the community, to help build a better society. This is something politicians all share. I respect and also share that commitment. I always said to my wife, who has sacrificed a great deal personally and professionally for me, that I'd consider my own professional life when I hit the age of 40. I hit 40 November last year. I probably thought I would never have to live up to that commitment. It was made 10 years ago, but all of us have to live up to our commitments. When I was promoted to the Assistant Treasurer's role in December, I was away at the time with my family and we were having dinner, and I said to my daughters at the time, it's good news, Daddy's got a promotion. And my daughter said to me, Dad, is it going to mean more time away from home? I told her it will. She started crying and said, don't take the job, Dad, don't take the job. For me, it says everything. It says everything about the life of a politician. It says everything about the stress on a family. I'm extremely proud of what the Rudd and Gillard governments have been able to achieve for Australia. And it's a long list of achievements. The apology to the stolen generations, steering Australia through the GFC, all the education reforms, paid parental leave, we've doubled road funding, increased rail funding tenfold, childcare reform, NBN and the separation of Telstra, price on carbon, the minerals resource rent tax and the benefits that is going to provide for small business and for workers in this country. And of course to come, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and the list goes on, a list of achievements that will set this country up for a prosperous future. And personally, I've also played a part as a Senator and as a Minister. You don't get involved in politics to spend your time in the back room, and certainly I didn't do that. I'm someone who has ideals, I'm someone who has beliefs. My ministerial and parliamentary career has given me an opportunity, a wonderful opportunity, to meet and work with some brilliant Australians, many at the worst possible times in their lives. And my only regret is that I can't continue that work. During the GFC, I worked with business community, I worked with ACCI, with AIG, with the BCA to put together Apprenticeship Kickstart because we knew we needed skilled workers for when the GFC was over, and it worked. Apprenticeship Kickstart, 46,000 apprentices during that time. Got extended, it was so successful. As the Sports Minister, I have to say I've loved every minute being the Sports Minister. There can be no better job, just in case anyone's wondering, no better job in Australian politics. I've been at the forefront, the world forefront, of fighting the blight of match fixing, something that we must do as a sporting community, something that we must do globally. And all states have signed up and all states are implementing national laws to fight match fixing, something that I'm very proud of. Of course, one of the best parts about working sport is working with kids, trying to increase participation rates, and that is something, again, that I've been put my heart and soul into. And certainly with the Olympics coming up and the Prime Minister's Olympic Challenge, I think there is ample opportunity to drive sport participation through the Olympics. On the issue of same-sex marriage, I've helped lead the debate. I've worked with all sides of politics to make sure that issue has been at the forefront and that change took place at the last national conference. It's something I'm very proud of. I helped implement the homeless reforms that then Prime Minister Rudd put in place and then were carried forward by Minister Gillard. And when we look at the benefit to homeless people, the social housing dwellings that have been delivered across this country, something, again, I'm very proud of. And personally, something for me that's, I think, most important is the work I've done in Indigenous employment. I've worked very closely with Australia's business community, with people like Andrew Forrest, to try and ensure that Indigenous people could get into employment. There is no more important way to close the gap, the Indigenous disadvantage, than through employment. And we are doing it. We are doing it. There are programs in place now, new programs at the school level where we're bringing business through the school gates, working with school communities, working with Indigenous communities. In 5, 10, 15 years' time, we will see a new generation of Indigenous doctors, lawyers, politicians, teachers, police officers, and we will wonder where all these young Indigenous professionals came from. The work is being done now. It's being done in the schools, it's being done in the universities, and this is something that I'm extremely proud of and something that Labor really should get credit for. I leave today without bitterness or anger and with hope for the party's future. I genuinely hope all members of caucus and the rank and file membership of the party see this decision as a gesture to help unite and to heal. Yes, I don't think it's a secret, I have been a faction leader and I've had to make tough and unpopular decisions, but I have always been loyal to the Labor Party, the party I love and will always work tirelessly for. The Labor Party is the party of ideas and the party of social progress. It has achieved so much for this country and has done so much for me. I'm eternally grateful for the opportunity.